You're bringing in a spiritual solution to Nigeria's power crisis.
Nigerians by right, but every human being by right, they are bought with a price. All right, they are godly if they haven't lost their conscience. I'm saying my success, my ability to perform in engineering is surrounded by faith I have in hard work, faith in integrity, faith in trust. Look at it this way.
You think that is missing in other instances where we didn't get it right in the attempted power reform so far?
The lack of love for the country. They don't love the country. Selfishness. When you love your country, you give everything you have.
Is that verified?
It is very important to me. I have traveled over many African countries, and I ask the big questions. I went to South Africa, I went to Egypt, Kenya, Cape Verde. I organized conferences all over the country, all over the continent. And I ask one question every time I go there. I see things working. My country, the things don't work. And I ask why. Don't tell me about education. Don't tell me about all these things people do here. They're not committed. They don't love the country. That is the simple answer I got from Africa.
Now, on the assumption
when you love your country, when you love your country, you give everything that you want.
On your assumption of office now, you must have done some word round. What are your findings from the installations you've seen on ground? Do you think we are taking the right step in the right direction?
No, the steps is not by one person. When you don't have a good team, you will fail. When you don't have a good leader, you will fail. People say followership. By example.
Now,
I come to this building, if I see the security not working, I'm ready to help.
Nigerians feel that you have your work cut out for you.
Yes.
And you might need to hit the ground running. In terms of some of the tasks you have staring at you might be to resolve the deregulation of the metering system.
Okay.
So, do you have any solution to that?
The metering system, I was wondering why many years ago people still believe in analog metering in Nigeria, why people still believe in estimated billing in Nigeria. I was surprised when we are asking people to pay bills when you have no meter how much power they've used, whose power they've used, and what losses they are paying for. I believe that the new enactment of regulation by the Regulatory Commission and the Ministry and the government is in right order. We must have meters for every Nigerian who wants to use electricity, and of course to measure how much power you are using and how much you should pay.
So what regulatory intervention are you bringing in?
We are bringing in the fact that first of all, everybody should have one. The meter should be standardized, and we're going to ensure through this commission that we have opportunity to add value to the meters.
How do you intend to do that?
So
because majority of Nigerian consumers still don't have the prepaid meters.
Okay. Now, first of all, we franchise it. The franchise is so that, in other words, you can become a meter provider in your village. My people can provide one in my village, and everybody else can have a meter company. And when you have meter company, you have many. You can now buy. You can choose whom you want to buy it from. You choose the quality, the payment, and so on and so forth. So I believe once we make it open, not owned by one person, when the market is thrown open access, the market is open. You can buy your meter. You can install your meter. And it's prepaid. You decide when you want to use it and for how long you want to use it.
How consistent is this with the power purchase agreement? Because the discos believe that they have a right to sell the meters, and they believe that the NERC is restricting their rights to have as sole distributors of the prepaid meters.
No, there's no right in terms of they buy circuit breaker, they buy transformers when they want from whoever they want. That's the one they control. The meter is me measuring how much power comes to my house. I would like the access to buy my own meter. And it's even better for them, so they don't have to worry about ownership of that meter. So I want a meter, I buy a meter. And they use that meter, but the meter has to be calibrated. The meter has to be properly tested. And the meter in the future can even be locally made. The meter also can be made smarter. So it will even help them to be able to know the conditions of the power supply they're giving to me. I need to know that the future meter in Nigeria is not only the meter I hear about today, but the meter that will also measure the quality of supply. So it is not a debate.
So there is also the issue of power theft. How do you deal with this?
Theft can be minimized. First of all, we make not only the meters secured, we also make sure it's very difficult for you to bypass the meter, because it's possible to bypass the meter and connect your load or your house to a standalone network that is owned by somebody else. So first of all, we probably need to design new let me call it some sensors that will sense someone trying to tamper with the live wire. Okay, that can be done. You sense it. It's a sensor. It could be a wireless sensor that capture any foreign signature, and that foreign signature is sent to a remote location, and that remote location allows the operator that somebody is tampering with your wire. And what you do, you dispatch a crew, and they carry the thief, and they are caught, and they are punished. There's a reward for misbehavior anywhere in the world.
Now taking an overview on the outlook of the power sector roadmap, one thing that is obvious is that it's going to be largely, essentially private sector driven. Yeah. So in terms of having the appetite to invest in the sector, how do you see, how attractive is this for the power investors?
It is very important. Nigeria is a good place. It's a ripe avenue for people to bring their money, invest in Nigeria. Whether you're hearing my talk in Nigeria or abroad, invest your money in Nigeria in the power sector. There are new markets in Nigeria. It's not only about building new discos. Disco, you have your business. That is why we privatize, so that you can allow other people to participate. So there are going to be immediate reward for those who want to invest in the eligible market.